Hello everyone, myself Shanmugapriya and my batchmates Subalakshmi, Shushmita Kumari and Vemlakshmi from final year EC department Dr. Sivandi Aditya College of Engineering. Our project title is An Efficient VLSI Architecture for HEOG. HEOG means Histogram of Edge-Oriented Gradients. In this project, we developed the hardware architecture in an efficient manner to detect the humans. Why we detect humans? We detect humans to avoid accidents in the traffics. So the human detecting algorithm is being developed into an efficient hardware. Uh,
Hi, I'm Vembalakshmi. HEOG is the histogram of edge orientation gradient. HEOG is generally used to describe the texture of a rectangular block. It is a feature descriptor used to computer and image processing for the purpose of object detection. Advantages of HEOG is it is very useful when calculating capability of a process, and histogram helps to predict future performance of the process. Also, it is a very low price. Then the block diagram of the histogram steps is based on this calculation. We are taking one sample picture and it is given to the gradient computation. Gradients are computed by gradient mass with the pixels value. The gradient computation calculation is based on the magnitude and orientation value. Then the output of the gradient computation is given to the gradient vote. Gradient vote is
In our project, we are going to explain an efficient VLSI architecture for HEOG. For that, we have to calculate the gradient computation that incorporates the magnitude and orientation calculations. It determines the strength and the orientation of the edge at each pixel. Then the magnitude computation reduces the error and the hardware cost. The architecture of the quadrant flag is explained briefly. Then the shifting operations of the magnitude computation reduces the error that is mentioned in the table, performs the multiplication operations. If the condition is satisfied, then the bin value is selected based on the quadrant flag. The next step is to determine the non-maximum suppression value. The selector provides the values of each pixel. The arithmetic unit finds the maximum or the selector output. The comparator generates the presence of a low.
Here Shushmita Kumari going to speak about the software used in our project. The software used is Ultra Quatres 2 software. The Ultra Quatres 2 design software provides a complete multi-platform design environment that easily adapts to our specific design needs. It is a comprehensive environment for system on a programmable chip design. The Quatres 2 includes solution for all phases of FPGA. The compilation time taken by the software is comparatively very less, and the kit used in our project is Ultra DE270 board. The board has 8 7-segment displays. These displays are connected into 2 pairs and a group of 4 with the intent of displaying number of various sizes. The 7 segments are connected to the pins on the Cyclone 2 FPGA. Applying a lower logic to a segment causes it to light up, and applying a higher logic level turns it to off.
on opening our Cyclone to software, we have to click on the new project wizard. New project wizard will open a new project wizard directory. Here that we have to give the name of our project. Then if you want another location, we have to click on the file and then go to new. Then click on the Verilog HTML file in which the space for your typing your program will appear. That is the editor window will come. There you type your program, and then it is necessary to give that module name and the project name as it is same. Then we have to compile our project, save, and then it is necessary to give that module name and the project name as it is same. Then we have to compile our project, save the Verilog file, and then compile the project by going to the summary, then compile the compiler tool, the start compilation. After finishing the compilation, we have to click on the classic time analyzer report. So by seeing that report, we can calculate the time that is necessary, that is the propagation delay from one node, traveling from one node to another node. By having that value, we can minimize the frequency used in this project. So for minimizing the frequency, this classic timing analyzer is very much necessary. So here we can see the actual propagation delay from one node to the another. These values are taken into account for the consideration. Then here comes the flow summary, which shows how much elements or how much logic elements, combinational functions we have used from the kit. Then now we are going to see the waveform output. So here comes the same step. Instead of Verilog HTML file, we are going to use vector waveform file. So from the vector waveform file, this windows will appear. Here click on insert node or bus, then node finder. Then we have to list. By listing all the input and output pins, what you gave in the program will come here. Then you have to give OK. Then we have to assign pins for the input as well. Input and the output will be assigned after the output will be given by the software after completing the process, compilation process and running process. Now we are assigning values to the input. Ones and zeros can be given. Ones and zeros. Here we can see what are the outputs. First of all, we should know what are the outputs: A, B, S, Y, and cell, and power play analyzer tool to see the power. For seeing the power, give start in the tool and then view the report. in the report you can see how much power is utilized in this project.